All right, well, welcome back. I've been off for 2 weeks now. 1 week, it was meant to be 1 week because I was supposed to go on vacation. But then I seem to have ended up with COVID, and I ended up just having to take 2 weeks off. So anyway, thank you guys so much for the support on the previous devlogs, and we'll be back to regularly scheduled weekly updates, at least for the time being. Um, so this week, I was able to put together some save and load features, and that was the main crux of what I was trying to accomplish this time around was just kind of getting that going. So we've got kind of a main game session now that then loads into the things. So if we load up the game, we can we've got our little very much placeholdery start screen. So we'll just hit a new game. I've put a couple of ability spawners here. So if we come in here, we go to the fireball. I'm not gonna get the other one because I think this is important. So we'll kind of back up, and we can save and then quit and back in. There is a little bit of an issue that I'm still working on, but we can load the game, and you can see the ability spawner that we took is gone. The other one is still there, and I can still shoot the fireballs. The issue being that the so far I haven't really quite worked it out, but there is something that is stopping the it's not updating the icon for the ability when we put it back on there. So we'll need to figure that out. When we get the new one, it'll do it, and also the new one doesn't load in with the correct ability attached to it. But we can fix that in the future. I just wanted to kind of get to that. So we kind of go into how we did it, which I mean, honestly, this is very much a lot of this was taken pretty much almost verbatim out of the documentation for how you do saves. A little bit different as far as the player here, how we handle it. So we just have our. This is no longer necessary. I was doing some testing. I was like not really sure what was going on. But we figured it out. So basically, we have our save function here. So this is going to return our save dictionary, and we take all the abilities that we have, put them into an array, and then store that. So each of the abilities is gonna grab its file path, and then put it into the array for us to put back on later. I had an issue early on where when I was trying to spawn the children, they were spawning out of order, and I was like, well, how am I going to deal with it? So I've decided that for the parent scene is going to be handling its own children. I think that's probably the best way to handle it, at least for now. So it works out pretty well. If we're going to go back to the game session, this is kind of what's running a lot of the stuff. So we have sort of our buttons and our different signals and everything kind of set up. So we have each of these kind of buttons will do its appropriate thing when when the buttons is pressed, and then when we kind of take away the main menu, we can go straight into loading the game world and kind of going from there. So we have our new game start. So this is just kind of like it just nulls a bunch of these, so they kind of clear them out, and then we kind of get rid of the main menu here, and then we just load the game level. Boom, easy. And add it to the game session. This is our save game function. So this will do our whole opening up our save file. We can do more to customize that, so we can get multiple save slots going. For right now, we just have a single save file. I plan to try to go in here and make this a bit more robust later, but for right now, I just wanted to make sure that I was understanding how to actually save this data. And again, a lot of this is just kind of taken straight out of the documentation for this. This was something that I was like, I'm not gonna try to just make this up. So we're kind of going with a lot of this. So we just stringify everything, add each object as a line. So as it returns each of the persistent group. We call all of the nodes in the persistent group. We run its save function. It returns its save dictionary, and we store that as a line as a JSON string. So pretty easy. And then again, when we load, we just pop that out. The main thing I sort of added was down here at the end. So when we're setting up our objects or whatever, and we're kind of resetting the node data, we also come down here and say like, okay, well, if if it's abilities, then what we want to do is for each ability in abilities, so each ability in that array, we want to go through and load that ability's scene path, and then make an instance of it and just put it on the ability switcher. So we're able to do that pretty simply. So yeah, that's really a big part of what we did today, or this week. I'm pretty happy with how this is coming along. Yeah, I'm excited to see how we're able to go. I don't know what we're doing next time because I am very disorganized, but hopefully we'll figure that out and we'll come back with something exciting next week too. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Again, I'm blown away by the amount of views and comments we've received so far. So thank you so much for that. It's been a ride. So I look forward to sharing more of the game's progress. See you later.